don't think you're truly an adult until you get an electric grinder set for spices in your kitchen, because it shows that you've leveled up. It shows that you know what you're doing and that you're paying more attention when you're cooking in your kitchen. It's kind of like a rite of passage. And I'll admit, after the brand sent these to me, I finally feel like I have my act together. Let me explain. This is what the set looks like. It has kind of this like sleek and sexy matte and shiny black design. It comes on this base, which is not just for looks, because it is rechargeable. They have this little Type-C charger inlet right here that you can plug in, and then you can just like set these on the counter and they look nice and polished, like they're meant to be there. When you put them in here and plug it in, they do charge, but they do hold their charge for quite a while. They come fully charged right out of the box, but just a quick charge gives you about 5 minutes of grinding, and a full charge up to 20 minutes of just consistent grinding power, which is nice, especially when you're having like a bigger dinner party or cooking for more people. There's a couple of things I think you're really going to appreciate about this. We'll start with the inside. So there's actually this little funnel system that goes angled right in here. And what that means, it's really easy to fill. There is an opening here on the side. I don't know that you can see my finger disappear, but it's big enough to put bigger granulated spices in here without them getting stuck. So you can quite literally hold your container on it and fill it in there, and it will just slide down this little fill slide into the entire container. Another thing is that this entire thing is the fill chamber. Instead of just having this little part down here as fillable space, you can actually fill this thing up all the way from the bottom all the way to the top, and it has this little like max fill line up there that kind of gives you an indicator of like, hey, it's time to stop. Once you have your favorite spice, you just lock it in there, and then it has this nice little seal that will keep everything fresh and locked tight. It operates with just this little button, which makes it easy, especially like while you're cooking and maybe stirring. It does have a built-in light indicator, which is nice because that way you can actually see what you're doing. Also, when you have really, really fine granulates, they're hard to see sometimes. So this will actually help you see this much more clearly of what's coming out on the front, which is great. You do have the option of adjusting it. So it does have the option of going from fine to coarse down here at the bottom. That way, whatever kind of granular size you're looking for, this gives you the option to be flexible. And again, it kind of just like tucks in nicely. You wouldn't even know it was there once you're using it. And to kind of put it to the test, I ended up putting just some like broken old dry pieces of pretzels in here. I figured like if this can grind something out with just like little random pieces in there without being fully sitting at the bottom being grind, it'll give us a really good indicator of like what this thing can do. So let's see. I don't think you can really tell on the camera, but take a look. So you can definitely see like some of the smaller ones for the really, really fine granulates, and then some of the bigger ones when I changed it to coarse, just for some like old dried pretzels that are not even covering all the way in the bottom. I'm actually surprised by how much I like these because I've never thought of myself as like a fancy kitchen gadget kind of person, but these are different. Considering how easy they are to use and how beautiful they'll look in your kitchen, these will really make a statement. So if you are a baker, a cook, or somebody that's looking to not just store your spices but get the fresh aroma of a fresh grind, this is really a set you should take a look at. And honestly, like once you do and add them to your home, believe me, you feel like you just leveled up in adulthood.